Hello, my beautiful souls. This is your energy read for the Twin Flame, Twin Soul connection for the week of January 23rd, 2017. Here we are in this new year. A lot of us with higher and greater expectations than we did entering 2016. There's a lot of change coming, a lot of shifting. As 2016 ended, we did a lot of purging. We cut off relationships and friendships, and we kind of like did away with things that really no longer have a place in our life as we're awakening and growing more in the spiritual journey. I really love all of your emails. You guys are all my boost. I love to get the confirmation back as things are happening in your lives, and you're going back and looking at the reads that happened months ago, and you're like, oh, this is what you said, and this is how you said would happen, and it happened, and I really enjoy hearing all of that feedback. But again, in the cards, we can't really give a time frame, but I will read what messages come forward. So you will take what best resonates with you and your journey. Again, we'll say masculine and feminine energy. We're going to combine them, and I'm just going to read the messages as far as some of you are going through this or going through that. So first off, okay, first message that's coming through is a longing for a new beginning, a longing to start a new path, a new journey, a new job, a new home, just a new. I see this longing for a new, but also with that longing, I do feel that there's a need for stability, where some of us are really wanting to grow, to have more assets in life, to experience more learning, going forward, moving, being more in control, being more stable. I really feel like some of the twin flames out there are wanting to go into a more stable life in this year, having this year being more stable for them as far as work and finances and relationships, even their relationships with their children. They're looking to have better bonds and better connections. I do feel that the family is very, very important to some of you out there, and this is one of your priorities right now, is the family. Or as far as relationship, I do feel that some of you are still in a phase where you feel like you're suffering, and this is because you have a lot of expectations. This is because you're expecting things to happen the way you want them to happen, and that is not the case here. Things are going to happen in divine planning, the divine timing of our Creator. Fear and doubt needs to be removed. I do feel that some of you are realizing and coming into yourself and realizing a lot of areas inside of yourself that you need to really purge, release, and let go of, and that is part of your healing. I do see some addictions coming to an end. I see relationships coming to an end again, and we've seen this in the previous week. But again, the stability and wanting that contentment, wanting to have money in the bank, wanting to get your priorities straight, again, is popping out. Okay. As far as the twin flame connection, I do see communication opening up. I do see dreams and visions coming out. Some twins out there are awakening now, and in that awakening, they're having dreams. They're hearing maybe some tones are going through their head, and they're waking up, not being able to fall back asleep, almost like a sense of insomnia that's happening. For those of you that are experiencing this, I recommend that you get into meditation, because this is part of the ascension process, and you will be awakening more to your call, your purpose, and the gifts that you have. So continue in meditation and prayer. So insomnia, I feel, is affecting some of the twins out there, and this is a perfect time for you to get into that meditation and really focus on sending that love and sending the energies out to the universe, not just to your twin flame. Again, the family is a priority. The loving and the nurturing is helping. And for those of you that are in union, or not in union, but for those of you that are in contact with your twin flame, I feel that every time you do come together, there is a spark that ignites another level of your healing. I'm seeing like an onion being peeled back layer at a time, and this is being affected every time you and your twin come together. So every time you have a meeting and you go face to face, you come into each other's energy field, I feel that there is a huge release after. So for those of you that have had contact with your twin and now you're feeling homeless and helpless, and these are things that are coming up inside of you that need, I don't want to say your attention, because I don't want you to focus so much on the issue, because if you focus so much on the issue, you're going to keep it there. But these are things that are coming up to the surface that you need to see, feel, and release them. So again, when you do come together with your twin, you are feeling that that love and that nurturing that they give you. And when you're apart from them, you're feeling a lot of pain, but you must keep faith and trust that everything is working to the way it is supposed to be. Again, relationships are coming to an end where somebody is saying enough is enough and that's it. I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to continue this relationship. That's it. Finito. So relationships are coming to an end. As far as the twin flame connection, I do see a lot of us out there are feeling some pain, feeling some loneliness, and we're struggling with our thoughts and just feeling that pain, and maybe even we're building up a lot of tears and we're crying, we're trying to release these. And just know that even when you do tear and you cry, you are healing, you are releasing those fluids inside of you. So it is like a cleansing. So don't try and hold it all in, let it out. Again, I feel there's new beginnings for some of you out there. I do feel job changes, but with this job changes, it's taking you to where you really need to critique every detail of the job. So right now, for some of those twins out there, they're so focused on the job and what they're doing that there could be a storm outside and they will not be affected, because right now their focus is right on this job. So for those of you that have that twin, and that would be me, don't take any of that personal, because that's where their focus is. Again, the love, the commitment for the family. The family is a priority, and this is something that is holding a lot of the twins back. And with the ones that have young children, they're ready to leave this relationship, but they're not leaving the relationship because of the children. So don't take it personal. But for those of you that are out there that are feeling some type of rejection or abandonment because of this, you need to really understand that their heart is being torn between choosing you and walking away from their children. A lot of these twins I see, they do need some inner healing as well, because they've grown up in a family where one of their parents was absent, and it could have been, to divorce, alcoholism, or death, but one of their parents was absent, and so they don't want to see their child like that. So they're feeling right now is a lot of guilt and shame, because they have you as a mistress, or what do you call the guy? What do you call the guy when, the woman is, okay, well, anyway, because they have you on the side, and they're still married, and they're still living that marriage life at home. Again, I feel that the relationship is done, it's over, but their struggle is walking away from the children. So for those of you that are experiencing that, you need to come to some level of understanding, and that's where your unconditional love is coming in. I do feel that many twins out there are awakening and just reawakening and opening up more gifts, and you're progressing very well on this journey. And understand that you are being led by the Spirit in a lot of things that you do, but your fear, your doubt, it needs to stop. And so you're going to start being put into situations and circumstances where you're really going to have to use that intuition to make some decisions. And if you make the wrong decision, you will reap the habit of that decision, okay? These are some tests that are coming out that I feel more testing is happening. I also feel that there is still some more healing again through the process of separation. A lot are focused on reuniting with the twin, and they're not really doing their spiritual work or their healing. And your focus needs to be more so on your call and your purpose here, your mission here, and not the reunion, because we all have a purpose and a mission to fulfill here on earth. And it isn't about being with that twin soul, because we're still going to fall into our, or not fall, but we're still going to walk in our own mission with or without the twin flame, because a lot of twin flames may not even have reunion in this three-dimensional life. But understand that through everything that you're going through, some of you going through this pain, these testing, times where you're frustrated, times where you're crying, know also that your twin is also going through something similar. You guys are very parallel on this path. And this is to some of you out there where you're very parallel, like he's here, she's here, and you guys are going through basically the same things and the same heartaches and that longing and that yearning to be together. But you know deep down inside, I have to do this, I have to do that. And your paths are separated. So for those of you that have been cut off from any type of communication or even seeing your counterpart, this is why there's things that are coming into order, and it's not necessarily that they're not wanting anything to do with you, but the universe right now has this wall in between you guys as you're going on one path and they're going on another path. But you're still really parallel with a lot of the stuff that you're going through. So a lot of that heartache that you're feeling, for those of you that are empaths, you may just be picking up on what they're going through. You could be very, very happy at times, and then all of a sudden, boom, you have this sadness that comes over you. That is because there is something going on their part. And don't get all panicky when you feel this, and try and reach out to them, or try and, because timing is everything. And you might come off as a little cuckoo if you're perceiving some type of sadness that's your soul, and all of a sudden you're jumping and thinking it's them. So you're looking for a reason to communicate with them. And that's the thing, is right now there's nothing that can be forced. And the more you try and force it and have these expectations that something's going to happen, you're going to get disappointed. So I do feel that love and that nurturing has to be within self. A lot of that work, that soul healing and everything that we're being doing during this time and this journey have been inside of us, in ourself. But also know that when we give praise and thankfulness and gratitude to others, it comes back on us as a mirror. It's not just something that we have to do with our twins. So for those of you that are healers, continue to help healing people. Okay, that's about it. Anybody interested in a read, all my information is below. I'll be doing reads 1111, payable through PayPal, and that's US dollars. And my email is padmaji17@yahoo.com. And I thank all of you for your emails. You guys are my boost. Without you, I wouldn't be me. Namaste.